Live, it's Inverleigh and Thomson at St Albans Reserve. It'll be Hybens and Grigg. Grigg gets it down Oakley through the middle. McLeod as well. Handballs it back to a standing start, Mitchell, but he turns it over. And there was a good tackle too on Dean Muir. Tried to get the ball free. Mitchell's there again. Gets a kick around the corner. It's okay to Oakley. Play on no 15. He handballs it inboard and he gets it away to McKay. He goes quickly with a right foot kick out towards the lead. And the mark was taken. And has been taken by Pat O'Neill. So good play from Mitchell and McKay in the middle, and Pat O'Neill has it at the northern end of the ground, about 40 out, close to the boundary line. But not much breeze to deal with this afternoon, as we said. Bathed in sunshine, St Albans for the start of the game. He comes in. It looks pretty good off the boot, and that's a great start. Pat O'Neill has put his first on the board, and the first off the ground. Hybens up against Grigg. Grigg up early. Hybens just taps it down. Went to Peel. Went back and collected himself. Now he handballs it out, but it's Stephen McLeod that comes through again. McKay, quick kick into the half-forward line. Schultz going back on the flight. Jackson McLeod comes up and meets it. Can't take the ball, but at ground level. A ball in dispute now. It's going to be the Inverleigh boys through Hutchison. Kicks the ball off the ground, goes towards the boundary line. Hutt picked up there and kicked round the corner by Mitch Hodgson. Back into the danger zone, but it's Jason Quinlivan. Takes the mark, plays on quickly. Transfers play back out to McConaughey. McConaughey goes to Ling. By hand, Ling goes further afield to Nelson. He's in trouble. High tackle there. Probably a little bit lucky because he did put his head down. And Brad Nelson is going to be the recipient there. Stephen McLeod just a little bit high. So resulting free kick. Nelson on the half back line has Ling back further. That's where he's going to go, but umpire Fanning says hang on son. Back over your mark. Started already. 2 minutes. He loves it. Little whistle.
The ball's now kicked in short. Mark taken by Gillett, who's presented up. He's still backward of their centre wing. Goes into the centre half forward position. Ansel out. No mark. At the ground level. Picked up by Gardner. Fed the ball out only as far as Hybens. Kicks round the corner. McHenry over the top of the ball. Needs to feed it out. Ansel dives on the ball. Also there Atkinson. Ball ends up in the hands of Grigg through the half back line. Kicks back towards centre wing. And Mitchell leads in the race for the ball. Not a kind bounce. And it's going to be the Inverleigh boys. And it's going to be Bremner who arrives with the ball. Handballs back to Peel. Peel kicks into the half forward line. Goes looking for Murphy. Kick favours him. He picks it up cleanly. Turns and goes back to the centre half forward position. But filling the hole. Timmy Gardner, experience around the park as we said. Takes the ball. Goes on quickly. Outside. And finds Scott who takes the mark. So he steadies things down a little bit. Goes over the top. Running player is to size. Shepherds for Atkinson. He makes good ground. And he takes the mark again. They're in between the half back line and centre wing. Just looking back inside, he has Grigg there, but he decides not to go to him because there's players around. Undecided what he has to do now. He's going to have to make a decision. He goes down the line, a good spoil.
Hybens tries to work his way to the front. Grigg holds his position and gets it down. Hybens as well. Can't run onto it, Jared. Goes through Atkinson again. Oh, he's nearly hatched it. Comes out the back. McLeod gives it away to Mitchell. Got a bit of time at half back to go towards centre wing. The coach comes out. Highland can't take the mark. Schultz against him. Quinlivan feigned the handball to McConaughey and got it back further afield to Hickleton. On centre wing, back inboard. Great kick. Great kick and finds Muir. Muir now from the middle. Goes long to centre half forward. Murphy used the body, got one over the shoulder as well, and we'll get the free kick at half forward. 50 out from goal. So Matt Murphy's got it. Chips over the top. It's okay, is it? Just play on. Peel off a step, goes towards goal, and has missed through 4-1 behind. First quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 6 minutes in the first quarter.
So the ball back in the goal square to be kicked out. It's a long kick, goes outside 50. Up to who the target was. It's Oakley. He's up, gets the ball to the ground at least. Betson comes through, can't take clean possession. Murphy's on hands and knees, feeds it to Muir. He feeds the ball out of the contest. Went looking for Bremner, can't take it. There's a player diving on the ball. Might be McLeod. No, he can't be because he's standing upright. It's a Thomson player underneath the pack and emerging, and it's Dean Oakley who's there. And the umpire comes in and takes possession of the ball just outside 50 for Inverleigh. So you would think that Hybens and Grigg will probably do most of the work. Some relief maybe through Lister for the Inverleigh side. And maybe one of the O'Neill boys might do some work along with McFarlane. But it's now in dispute. The ball there to the half back line. Ball is still underneath players. A group of players. Grigg dives on over the top. So it's definitely not going to come out now. And so Hybens there to do the ruck work once again. Good body work over the top. Nelson taps it down. Peel runs onto it. Went to put the handball in. Didn't give it. Then gave it. Went to Ansell. He's under pressure. Tried to kick the ball. It only made contact. Probably should have been a free kick to the Thomson side, but it ends up with Scott. He's in space by himself, looking for for options inside. Went to Gardner. He's tackled, brought down by Nelson. And free kick will go to Brad Nelson, who's just inside 50, probably just on his limit. So Nelson has plenty of players around him asking to give him the ball, but decides to go short. Kick doesn't have much on it. Atkinson up. Good mark. Handball off the ground. Not too sure what the up was all about. Thomson were going to relieve some pressure, but Magpie fanning out a word to say to one of the Inverleigh fellas coming out of the goal square. So Atkinson now has the ball. He goes very short. He'll find Scott. Again, still deep in their defensive end. Goes short over the top. Johnny Mitchell has the ball now. So Mitchell again, they haven't progressed much further than where Atkinson took that mark, but they do hold possession of the ball. Another short kick. Greg, don't know whether that went the required distance, but he plays on now and goes through the middle of the ground. Goes looking towards, can't find McLeod because McQuinn-Livin gets the ball off the top of the pack, goes back inside 50, but Greg filling the hole, takes it nicely. And again, Thomson with the ball in the hand. Goes back towards centre wing. Poor kick. Nelson's there. McLeod also arrived down towards Highland. He's happy enough to see the ball run over the behind the ball. Dean Oakley in front, taps the ball down, goes to Mitchell. Mitchell off the side of the boot. Ball runs towards the centre of the ground. Muir's there. McKay also picked up there by Brebner. Went for the handball. Had a wider option. It was Hutchison. And on the left foot goes into the half-forward line. Over the top of the leading Murphy. Behind the pack, picked up there by Yo. Goes back and gets around his opponent. Now steadies up and goes back towards centre wing. Needs to be a good kick. Hodgson did well to get front position. At ground level, he collects the ball. Goes back to McKay. Inside. And the running play coming through is now McGaffin. Stopped and propped. Went to give the handball. Wasn't a good one. Pressure arrives, but they're able to get the ball away. There's a free kick being given, and it's going to go against Thomson, and it's going to go to Inverleigh. So taking the ball at centre wing, the ball is picked up. Handball goes to Peel. He runs, carries the ball as he does usually. Goes into the half-forward line. Ansell up in front. Good reach, good grab. And John Ansell has the ball just outside 50. So Ansell is going to, looks like he thinks he can get the dip there in time, but Ansell comes in now, kicks it goal, got plenty of height underneath it, ball lands in the square, Carr from behind, Murphy had a bit of it, couldn't mark it, ball comes down, it's cleared out, McConaughey read that ball coming at it, kicks round the corner for goal, and Brent McConaughey, he has his first goal of the afternoon, the first for Inverleigh. So
up against Greg. Hybens gets it down, rode by Mitchell, ripped off the football. Scott through the middle as well off the wing. He holds on it a long time. Gee whiz. He hatched it, that's for sure. And a free kick coming back. Murphy with the free kick for the Hawks. Got McConaughey on centre on half forward. He didn't go back far enough off the mark though, and the kick was smothered. Ball comes back towards Steve McLeod on centre wing. Gets around a couple, then looks for some support, then just does it himself. Kicks it towards half forward. It's okay too, the kick. And he finds Menzies, I think it is. Menzies at half forward. High kick towards centre half forward. All Inverleigh. Schultz got the mark and he gives it away by hand quickly. Ling off a step, goes out wide looking for Hybens, getting across there, Pat O'Neill as well. So Hybens keeps his feet, then gets a push in the back, comes at him, gets it away to Peel. Can he get away? Drop the footy. Ooh, the umpire said play on. And Pack develops that centre wing. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Fallon on the ground, Hybens gets it down. Push in the back, was it? Yep, Inverleigh will take the free kick. On centre wing on the outer side. David Peel with the football. Carr gives him a lead at half forward. He goes shorter. Garrard finds the footy. So still in between wing and half forward. He goes long down the line looking for Trotter. Works Atkinson over the footy. Yeah, gets back there first for Thomson. Done that a few times already today. Then he drops the football under pressure from Trotter. Atkinson handball back to a standing start. Coulson gets through traffic. Goes with a right foot kick out wide again. And Garrard's there first. Gets it away. Bremner handball over the top to nobody in particular. Might be okay in the end. Great tackle. And that came on to Gillett. But too high, said the umpire. McLeod it was. So 60 out from goal. Gillett has it for Inverleigh. Forbes gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. They've filled the hole. McFarlane got a push in the back. Straight through the pack. Handball came off to Trotter off a step. He kicks the goal. So good play by Inverleigh, good team play, and Clayton Trotter
going up against Hybens. Hybens over the top, takes it down towards Gerard, but picked up there by Mitchell. He's done well on the clearances. He's been tackled. Probably never had much of an opportunity there. Good decision by the umpire. Will come in and ball it up. Only about 15 metres from where they sent a ball up took place. It's going to McFarlane again. This time Lister does the ruck work. Gets down to Gerard again. Kicks out towards the half-forward line. Ansell out quick. Has pace, picks the ball up. Now he gets pushed in the back. Might have been, but it's in good clean pick up there from Yo-Yo. He picks the ball up. His poise has been quite good. Delivers the ball back into Atkinson. Mark's been paid to him and he comes out wide. Goes looking for Colson. Kick wasn't good. Great pick up at bootlaces Blake to 11. Takes 1-2 bounces, steps inside 50 and he has missed only marginally.
Yo from full back for the Tigers. Likes to go to the outer side. 50 out looking for McFarlane. Going to drop short. Ansell got pushed out of the football. Advantage, said the umpire for Thomson. So
about that, Murray.
I think it might have been Inverleigh. But anyway, McKay gets it away by foot towards half forward. Hodgson worked his player under the footy. That's Hutchinson. But coming across, he works hard. Gets it back. O'Neill tried to get it back to Hodgson. Close to the boundary line. Pretty close. Hodgson fighting hard for it. The two number 4s go at it as well. Hutchison and do throw in. Lister doing the ruck work, gets it down to the side of the pack as well. Ball spills free, fighting hard for it. McLeod's over the top of it as well. And still big pack around the ball too, in between half forward and centre wing on the outer side. Mitchell's across there. Ball comes to the side, pushing the back, says the umpire, and it's going to go to McLeod, fighting hard for it on the bottom of the pack, and he gets the free kick. He goes towards half forward flank. Hodgson can't take it. Schultz gets across there. Hawks with the numbers, kicks with the outside of the boot, and then puts it into the car park. Nelly McLeod takes the mark, Andor out of bounds on the full. He chips it this time. That's better. Sets it up for the coach. Highland gets it over the top towards Jackson McLeod. Sets him a bit of a task. Close to the boundary line. Hutchison comes across as well. Also fighting hard for it. Menzies off hands. And it will be work against Lister over the back of the pack. Schultz there. Gets the handball away quickly. Quinlivan through half back towards the middle of the ground to nobody in particular. Carr comes out. Tries to put it backwards towards Trotter, and a high tackle, said the umpire, for a fend. Okay, so a free kick coming back.
So the ball, watching, ball's kicked out, and Jason Quinlivan takes the mark on the half back line. Thanks, Cal, you kept me awake, mate. I don't know where I was in Nottyland there for a minute. Ball goes back into the centre. Steve McLeod take under mark, but it's Carr, picks the ball up, goes back to Trotter by hand, and goes outside, but the kick wasn't good, and the mark has been taken there by Johnny Mitchell. So Mitchell now, it's been okay in this first quarter, kicks the ball back towards centre wing, nice kick, finds Highland, he goes on with the ball, and short, and Mitch Hodgson comes out, takes the mark in front of his eyes. So good pair of hands there. So Hodgson now decides to go long. Target's got to be McLeod, but doesn't go that far. Lands just inside, but Hyman's going back with the fly of the ball. Takes the mark and plays on. Goes outboard to Lockie Hill, who's running in space by himself. Can take a bounce, but decides to kick long. That's not a bad kick. He's found Muir on centre wing, and Muir can't take the in by the umpire in that position. Front position, McFarlane taps the ball down. O'Neill leads the race of the ball, but Muir fends him off. Gets the ball, goes into towards the half-forward line of luxury there when you can have Hyman sitting in that space. Now he goes long back towards the goal square. Got good carry on the ball, good kick, and it's going to be a free kick and or goal.
Nah, it's take the kick.
Oh, for he kicked the goal.
They were both holding each other, I thought.
So it's Forbes now from 10 metres out, top of the square, goes back and kicks the goal. Marcus Forbes has his first goal of the afternoon, and now the third to Inverleigh at 3. They can go to.
Back to the middle, Grigg gets it down. Punched on by Lister again. Off the centre wing was O'Neill. Back to the middle, umpire. Oh, punts, look at that. Beautiful punts too. And it will be a free kick to Inverleigh.
I didn't feel he hatched that.
Garrard has got it. Right in the middle. Goes a left foot kick towards the lead. No mark taken by Ansell. Out the back of the pack, O'Neill's there. Coulson as well. Pack develops. 55 out from the Inverleigh goal. We'll have a ball up. So Grigg, Hybens, Grigg gets it down, McLeod taps it on, Highland's there, McLeod keeps his feet, runs through, right foot kick towards half forward, there's a hold as well, so they have to pay it that way as well, good work. Free kick to Dean Oakley at centre half forward. Oakley now, centre wing, chips the footy. Back to McLeod, who followed it up. Handball was going to go to Grigg. He has to give it now because he was under pressure. Grigg off a step towards the lead of McLeod, and also Hodgson. Hodgson can't take the mark off the back of the pack. Oh, gee whiz.
Being over umpired.
Oh,
Murray, come on.
don't.
Fooge.
I had an undertaking. Hodgson in now. North end of the ground. 35 out. Umpire doesn't move. Goal. So good play, Mitch Hodgson.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. Good tap out there by Greg. Highland gets the ball. Nice tap out. I reckon they've done that before in their time. Ball's picked up by McConaughey. Fed the ball out only as far as Mitchell. And Mitchell goes into the half-forward line. Higgleton leads in the race for the ball, and he takes the mark. Centre half back. Plays on quickly. Goes outside. And he's got Peel. Also Muir's there. Bremner is on the overlap. Gets the ball and goes in towards the half-forward line. Hybens is going to arrive first. Handball's over the top, and we'll find Carr. Carr has time to steady. Look up and see Forbes, and Forbes comes out and takes the mark. Football can be easy, and that's the way it was presented there. So the ball's been transferred from the half-back line, and now the right side for a left footer, but can keep the distance and accuracy the only quest here. It goes across the face of goal, through for a minor score. 23 minutes, first quarter. Come on to Feen Hotel scoreboard.
Coulson from full-back, kicks it outside 50, looking for Grigg up against Lister. Grigg can't take it. Trotter front and centre was good. Left foot kick back towards Mitchell and Hybens. Mitchell takes the mark inside defensive 50. Takes the grab. Had plenty of the football in the first quarter. He wants to switch the play laterally. Goes to Atkinson. Takes the mark. Opposite side in between the back pocket and the half-back flank. He chips it over the top. Sets Scott a bit of a task, and Bremner comes over and just goes, thanks very much. It's Mitchell. So short and the tall of it. Hybens gets it down. Nelson through the middle. Comes back towards Peel over the shoulder. Said the umpire advantage. Peel plays on. 45 out and closing. Right foot kick. And has sprayed it though. Sprayed it just to keep it in and through for one behind.
But short is Highland. That's the place he goes to. Nice kick. And Highland doesn't let him down. Plays on quickly. Goes outside towards the half-back line. Mark taken out there by Scott. So again, Thomson haven't been too bad in this first quarter. Kicked the ball round the centre wing. Good spoil there from Peel. Nelson in the front of the contest. Picked up there. Betson gets through the contest. Does well. Now he kicks into the half-forward line. McLeod out in front of McHenry. Won't drop too many of them with their balls in front of his eyes. And Jackson McLeod has taken a mark. It's going just outside their 50, but probably a kick and a half away from goal. O'Neill leads and leads strongly. The handball goes over the top. Didn't have a lot of carry on it. Put his teammate under pressure. I think that was Scott. Went back to McLeod. Now he's inside 50. Goes towards the goal square. Hodgson's there going back. Also was McLeod, but there was a push in the back. Hutchison, the recipient of the free kick, goes to Quinlivan. He takes his second bounce and runs out. Good chase. Good work there from the defensive work from Thomson's forwards, but did make up some good ground. Ball thrown back in. Hybens takes the ball out, or tries to take the ball out of the ground and out of the air and went forward. Gillett picks it up. He's trapped by Mitchell. Good handballs off towards Lockie Hill. So Hill now runs, goes towards centre half forward, and will find McConaughey. So this is where Inverleigh's pace comes into the play. McConaughey has Hill back outside. He goes to him now. Hill steadies, straightens up, goes towards goal. Lockie Hill puts it straight through the middle, and Inverleigh have another goal on the board. That's their fourth.
Umpire throws the ball in the air. Neither get an effective tap. Comes towards O'Neill, leaves it behind Highland. Handball back to Gardner. I've said that a few times in 15 years. To Mitchell, outboard to Highland. He goes towards half forward now. Terrible kick by the coach off the boot. And good kick for up against Oakley. Oakley gets it down to the front of the pack. Does his own roving work as well, but then leaves the footy behind. Needs some support. And gets one over the shoulder, says the umpire. So a couple coming at him. Heath Hutchison was one. Schultz was the other. Left half forward. Oakley's got it. Goes into the pocket, and McLeod takes the mark. Stephen this time, and will shoot for goal from 30 metres out. 40 time. McLeod comes in, missed it. Through for one behind. Common Feen Hotel first quarter scoreboard.
Higgleton with the ball, transfers play to the back pocket. Mark thumbs up, and it's Lynn that's taken it. So again, just steadies himself. He goes back across the face of goal. He goes back to Higgleton, who's nearly back in the same position at full back. Transfer the play further afield. Had to be a good kick. Hutchison made it good. Put one hand up and dragged it back in. So Hutchison now on the half back line decides to come out long towards centre wing. That's a shocking kick. It's going to go towards McKay. He has the ball, went over the top, puts the player under pressure, but it's a good overlap there. McLeod, another chance, runs towards goal, and this one has just missed to the left.
To go to the outer side, goes there now looking for Hybens, goes up the big fella and takes the mark. 55 out, good grab, switches the play to Quinlivan by hand, goes through centre half back It's on the afterburners, gives it away to Muir. Handball back in, borders okay, and they run from the centre towards centre half forward, looking for Murphy. It goes up. Betson did the better. Kick off the ground by Peel, gave himself about 5 metres to pick it up, does so now, gets a good shepherd as well from Lister and runs around, right foot kick long towards Ansell, back on the ground, got a push, he played for it, didn't get it. Murphy roved it, now he goes to the outside of the right foot. Has he got enough on it? He has. And good play, Matt Murphy, and he has put his
back is working at this present time, but Mitch Lister up, gets the ball down, picked up there by Oakley, went to feed the ball out, but it's Hyman's on hands and knees. He can't take it out, neither can Gillett. Coming out again, looks like it's Oakley, tries to feed it back through players' legs. Umpire's got to come in and take possession, and that's what's happening. And right in the middle of the ground, run up, middle of the ground, Grigg taps it back behind him. Gerard gets there closely and picks the ball up, goes to Quinlivan, fends off, and on his right foot, kick smothered. Well done, McConaughey went to dodge and stop. Siren sounds to end the first quarter here at St Albans Reserve with Inverleigh. First quarter leading 5-4, 34. Thomson on 2-2-14.